Hey guys, Jack on Wrist here, back with another video, and in today's video I want to show off two different straps I found on eBay recently. They're very similar to a Hodinkee style strap that they sell on their website for about $185. Now I got these for about $30 a piece, and I really thought they were of high quality, so I just wanted to go ahead and make a video on them. Now I will be leaving links in the description below to each of these sellers if you want to take a look at them. Like I mentioned in the video, I really think they're of high quality, so I think they're worth taking a look at and see if you like the style and if it's going to be right for you. And as I mentioned in the video in a second here, the starting price on eBay is a little bit higher than what I got them for. Don't be afraid to make an offer and try to get them for a price that I paid. And this is also not a sponsored video. I just want to make that very clear. I bought these with my own money and just wanted to share them with you so I could tell you guys about a nice high quality strap. So that being said, please enjoy the review.
All right, so what we have here are two different straps from two different eBay sellers. On the left here is a taupe brown textured strap from the seller named the Curated Wrist, as you can see in the back. That's part of the packaging. I'll get into that in a little bit. And we have on the right a sort of honey brown textured strap from a seller by the name of Cloud. There are some numbers after the name Cloud, so I'll put that on the screen to make sure you guys can find the sellers, as well as leaving some links in the description below to check out the eBay stores of these sellers. These were obviously non-sponsored. I just bought these myself. I bought from both of the sellers to see which quality was nicer or just to see what they have to offer. I've concluded that they're pretty similar with some slight differences, so I'm going to go over them. But to break it down, these are sort of Hodinkee styled straps. What I mean by that is Hodinkee does actually produce a very similar style of strap with a textured sort of finish, I guess you could call it, to it, and stitching on the sides. I really like the way they looked and I wanted to buy them, but for $185, it's just not even close to being worth it for me, especially when I have watches that are not even really, realistically worth that much. I mean, this is my Seiko 7N43. That's a vintage model, and realistically speaking, it's worth maybe under $100. It is from my grandpa, so it means a lot to me, but I'm not going to spend $185 on a watch that really isn't worth that much money in the first place. And so I wanted that stylish strap, but I didn't really want to spend that kind of money. And I think as many of you know, Hodinkee has a certain cachet to it, and I think they can jack up their prices as much as they want, but I don't know if it's really worth it. You may know about the sort of controversy not too long ago with their travel clock. Hodinkee sold a travel clock for $6,000 that was probably worth maybe $600 to $1,000, and people bought it anyway because it said Hodinkee on it, and I just didn't think that the $185 was worth it just to have Hodinkee on the buckle here. And I think these straps are really high quality. To go over the price really quickly, this was $50 taken down to $30 after I made an offer, a best offer on eBay, and this was similarly $37 but taken down to $30 as well. And there's some slight differences, like I said. I'm going to go over them here, but just before I get into that, just want to make it very clear that they're both of high quality and you could really go with either one of these. Either way, you're supporting a fairly small person, I'm assuming, or business. So I think, you can't really go too wrong either way. I believe these are both handmade. But just to get into it, the main differences, obviously other than the color, there are plenty of color options, so I wouldn't really take that into consideration. But number one, being the back. On the Curated Wrist strap, you do have more of a, I guess, slightly nicer texture to the back. It feels almost like a suede of some kind. So that feels really nice. And on the back of this one from Cloud, it has more of a black, leathery, I'm not sure what kind of finish here. It's not uncomfortable. It just doesn't feel maybe as nice in the hand. But I do want to mention that both of them do feel pretty much equally good on the wrist, so maybe don't take this crazy into account or really make a too big of a deal of it, but just something to keep in mind. If for some reason this really annoys you, then I guess maybe it's not for you, but I really don't mind. Just something to keep in mind. Like I said, on hand or in hand, the Curated Wrist does feel a little bit better. Buckle wise, they actually are pretty much spot on. Texture wise, they're pretty much spot on. Stitching wise, again, you're getting a very similar product from both these brands. And honestly, it's not really about putting these straps against each other, but really just kind of seeing what you can get that's not Hodinkee, but to get the same style. Another important distinction is that the Curated Wrist does come with this packaging here. It's nice, but again, you're not going to be wearing the package on your wrist, so not a huge deal for me. Just wanted to show that it does look fairly professional with this packaging. But the big winner here, in my opinion, in terms of packaging, was from Cloud, and he threw in this awesome spring bar tool that feels pretty nice. Now, I did have a nice little back and forth dialogue with the seller Cloud. I didn't mention that I had a YouTube channel or anything like that, nor do I really have enough clout to really probably get any free stuff regardless, but just sort of asked him about the quality and just asked about really the straps in general, and it was a pretty nice interaction. So I'm not sure if that's why he threw this in or if he just does it in general, but really, really great to see. Really pleased with it. This does feel of pretty good quality. I used it obviously to put the straps on, and so I think you are definitely getting a little bit of value for money back with this as well. I'm sure if you have lots of straps, you probably have lots of these, but it's always nice to have these around just in case. But like I said, in general, they're both really, really high quality. If you're like me and you wanted this style of strap, and you just didn't want to pay the Hodinkee price or didn't really know where to get it, I would check out these sellers, or really just check out their eBay stores in general for their items. I think that you can really trust that you're going to get something that's pretty nice. I think Cloud specializes in this style of strap, whereas the Curated Wrist has a little bit more of a wider range of straps in general. So just check them out. Again, not a sponsored video. I bought these myself, but really, really nice straps here. Really, I'm just pleased, and I think for the money you get, I think you're getting something that is really nice and feels really good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video or have any questions, please comment and subscribe, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, please check out my Instagram @JackOnWrist for photos of all my watches, and that's pretty much it. So thank you, and please subscribe.